Hey, Frank, what you got, Frank?
What?
What you got?
What I got?
Yeah, what you got in the boxes, Frank?
Engine stuff.
Oh, engines, alright.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Yankeedabbler, where every day is a train show. My name is DJ, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the brand new Atlas engines that we have here at our store. Alright, now these are some of my favorite types of locomotives for the diesel variety. We got some GP38-2s, and as you can see, we got a Norfolk Southern there, classic design. We got one of the probably most popular custom paint schemes out there in the first responders. It's an incredibly sharp looking locomotive. We got the Bellmawr Rootstock Railroad. That one's actually a GP, actually no, all these are GP38-2s. Then we got a GP40 in the mix here, and that's a Baltimore and Ohio. And then of course one of the classic, if you're from New Jersey, which is where our store is located, New Jersey Transit. That is an awesome design, and what I particularly like about this one is if you actually look at the cab here, you're going to see you have the flag of the Garden State listed there. So that's a really neat design here, and that's just a sharp looking engine, especially if you're from the New Jersey area. That's definitely one you want to put on your railroad. Now all of these have lock sound, they all have DCC, they all have LED headlining. These are awesome locomotives. They sell for our store at $199.99. Come on and get some of these through your railroads, because you definitely need a GP38 or a GP40 pulling some trains on your railroad. Now these locomotives have all of the high quality aspects that you would expect from an Atlas locomotive, and actually on our website, if you want a quick place to find these, go on our new tab, which is called Atlas Engine Extravaganza, and you're going to see these engines along with a whole bunch of other Atlas locomotives we have in our store in one click. So hey, let's check out what this guy sounds like. Let's start her up. Alright, now that we've seen like we're good to go, let's pull her out. Alright, let's back it up here. You're going to see the backup light come on, just like standard when the trains go backwards. Alright. Alright, so we looked at some Atlas engines. Now the time to take a look at some Bowser engines. So we have some great locomotives here. These are the C628s and the C630s. If you take a look here, we got the Chicago Northwestern with the high hoods. We have two different variations here. We have the yellow cab and we have the green cab. We also have a couple of different variations. What I particularly like about these engines is they actually have a nice little strobe light up here at the top That's definitely a neat feature to have on these locomotives. Has 6-wheel trucks, had die-cast metal couplers. I like engines that have a little bit of meat to them. We got the Delaware and Hudson, or the D&H. I love the D&H design, classic design. You got the blue, the gray, and the yellow stripe there. I think that's just such a classic design here. This is the low cab. And then we have here the Reading, and one of my all-time favorites. We got the green and yellow. As you know from seeing me talk about diesels over the past couple of shows, I like trains that have a lot of color in them to make it look a little bit more interesting than just seeing black and white trains going on your layout. So these locomotives are selling and are stored for $239. They have ESU lock sounds. These are great locomotives. They sound great, but well, you don't want to hear me tell you how good they sound. Let's hear what they actually sound like. So let's check it out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at one of the Reading locomotives. This is the low hood variation. What's really neat about this engine here is it actually has a classification light feature. So as you can see, nothing's lit up here, but if you check this out, I hit one of the buttons here and I get the white lights. And what that was on the real railroad is that would indicate that's an extra train, a train that's not regularly scheduled. I hit it again and now all of a sudden I got the green lights here and that indicates a regularly scheduled train. And then if I hit it once more, I get the red light here and that indicates the end of a train. So that's a really neat feature to have here on your engine. This is a different subtle detail, but definitely one that really makes these engines pop out. So let's check out what it sounds like. All right, let's start her up. Alright, sounds like we're all ready to go. Let's pull her out. Back her up. Alright, time to go to Scaletrains. Here we have these EMD SD40T-2s. As you see here, I have the cotton belt here, and the detailing in these engines are incredible. As you can see, I have the see-through grills right there. I have all the different dynamic type of braking happening there. I have all these details on these locomotives. These are great designs. I have the Southern Pacific Dakota Chrome paint scheme here. And once again, I have all the same detailing. I have the see-through grills. I have all the various different detailing, the air conditioners, all the different types of things you would find on the normal trains are scaled here. And of course we have the Rio Grande. I think this is a sharp looking engine. Even though it's a black locomotive, you got that tiger pinstriping type of happening here, especially on the back of the locomotive. That's a great looking design. Now the neat thing about these locomotives is just like with the other engines that we took a look at, we have the classification lights here. So as you can see, I have right here the green classification lights here, but if I hit the button, I can also make it red and I can make it white. So that is a really neat addition that we can have on these engines. And believe it or not, I actually have those lights on the back of the engines as well. So these are great looking locomotives. We're getting more into kind of like the higher echelon of scale. So of course you're gonna have a little bit higher price tag. We're looking at $279.99 for these engines. But if you want to go to the head of the class and you want to get an engine that has pretty much everything that you would ever want, this is what you want on your railroad. So just like the other engines, let's hear what these guys sound like. Once again, we have ESU sound happening in these locomotives. Time to pull her out. Alright, time to back her up. Back to light time. Alright, so as you can see, we have an awesome Scaletrain locomotive, we had a Bellmawr locomotive, we had an Atlas locomotive. I'll tell you what, I love the smell of diesel locomotives in the morning.
Really, Mo?
Every one of these is available at Yankeedabbler, so make sure you check us out at Yankeedabbler.com. Alright, so time to get some N-gauge scalers a little bit of love here, and we're going to take a look at some realistic looking cars that we have here from Microtrains. As you can see, I have some cars here that actually has some graffiti on them, so if you want to have a car that looks like something you would see probably in the cities, here you go. And what's really neat about these cars is they look great. The doors actually open up. There's a lot of detailing for what these things are, and I especially like the roof. Obviously looks rusted like it would in real life, a well-aged car. Then I have over here, I have an auto rack. As you can see, I have graffiti on the auto rack as well. It's a great looking car. And then a car that doesn't have any graffiti, but it looks very realistic, is this gondola car that has these junk load on them, and that is definitely a great looking car as well. So all of these cars are done by Microtrains here. We sell the auto rack here for $47.96. We got the gondola that's $21.52, and then we got the boxcar here that's $23.96. So these are great cars, and if anyone out there has ever tried to graffiti or detail their car there, that's a lot of effort and work. It's already done for you here, so come in and check those trains out by Microtrains. So we're going to conclude with these GP39-2 Phase 2 N-scale locomotives. As you can see here, I have a variety of different designs here. I have the Sioux, I have the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, I got the regular Santa Fe, the Burlington Northern, and of course the Union Pacific. And again, I have a lot of different neat colors and designs here. They all have ESU sounds, DCC, LED lighting here for $175. These are some fantastic engines that you can have going on your N-gauge Empire, and definitely come in and check these out because they're not going to last long. Just a reminder to make sure to check out the Atlas Engine Extravaganza on our website. Currently we have 188 locomotives listed there. As I said, currently, because they're going fast. So if you want to check out what we have there, make sure you check it out, the Atlas Engine Extravaganza tab on Yankeedabbler.com. Thank you very much for checking out our video. If you're not already a subscriber to Engineer Hall, make sure that you click that subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on any of the newest updates that come with reviews from our store, or our various updates on Engineer Hall's train layout, or whatever other videos that we're going to post in. So make sure that you come and check that out. Subscribe there. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here at Yankee Dabbler, where every day is a train show. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.